So, talking about how Seattle remains a sanctuary city to protect immigrants. So, I think part of what I want to talk about here is the work that UAW has been doing around and how we've been protecting immigrants and refugees, and the work that we've done. UAW was part of the coalition of groups that actually brought the lawsuit to the White House when Trump's travel ban went through, and we supported Bob Ferguson in getting the travel ban overturned, or at least suing the White House to get it overturned. Um, so I think that building power through unions is a really strong way to help protect immigrants and refugees, because we're talking about people who may not necessarily be able to vote for their own representatives, but through unions we're able to build collective power and address issues that are facing immigrants and refugees within our community. As far as the city council goes, when we talk about what we can be doing to have Seattle remain a sanctuary city, we need to talk about what it looks like to have a true sanctuary city and not just a policy around non-compliance with ICE. And to me, that means not only making sure that pushing back on Washington State from sharing information with ICE and other agencies, but also things around like building affordable housing so that people, because if people can't live in our city and we call it a sanctuary city, then how do we call ourselves a sanctuary city if there's no room for them to live here? So building affordable housing and making sure people have access to resources within our city is critical for us to maintain a sanctuary city status. And then furthermore, I think for me personally, making sure that we're partnering with communities, with community organizations, to make sure that any policies that we put forward around this are being developed with the communities being affected. And so partnering with things like, with groups like the Northwest Immigrants' Rights Project, with One America, with El Centro de Raza, with Casa Latina, and making sure that we're bringing those voices to the table, because these are policies that are going to be directly impacting these communities. And so we absolutely need their input, and we need them to be shaping these policies, and we need their voices at the table, and to make sure that we're centering their voices as we create policies that are directly impacting their communities. And that's something that I would absolutely I absolutely believe in and would do as a city council member, is to make sure that those voices are at the table when we're talking about any sort of policy that affects communities.